All right, folks, you know him as the realest in the game, newly unretired boxer for everyone out there. This is my man, Viddal Riley. Viddal, what's up, brother?
Hey, listen, it's been a long time coming, bro. It's been a long time coming. I've seen the content. I don't even know. I don't even know how I first saw your content. I just think I don't search my name often, but then sometimes I'm like, let me see who's talking
Yeah,
about me.
yeah.
Then I saw one of your reactions. I was like, this guy's fair. He's actually fair. He's being nice. So yeah, I think that's when I first saw you, and then from then, yeah, I've been a fan of the channel, man.
Appreciate that.
And seeing your growth, it makes me happy to see that, man.
Yeah,
So
man, it's
keep
it's
doing what
mad.
you're
It's
doing,
mad
man.
stuff. I'm just glad that, what I'm saying, you looked up this fishy white pale dude talking boxing and you decided you liked it. So, man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Well, listen, man, off of like I said, we're newly unretired, you know what I mean? We had the internet worried. You had us all in our feels for a second. We're like, "No, but now please don't leave us." But you're back, right?
I'm
And
back. I'm
we
back.
have a fight coming up on February 19th. Talk to me about not only this fight coming up, but what it means to finally be back, the things you had to go through in the last couple of years. I don't think a lot of people really know, and I want to give you a chance to speak on that. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I feel like now I can speak on it because it's the past. It's hard to speak on things when it's present because you got contracts and you got so many things like you just can't really touch on it. But to be fair, um, after the Tyson and Jones show, I was supposed to be on the Tyson and Jones show. Yes, I pulled out because of a back injury, but I actually haven't been injured for a while. Like I've been ready to fight for a while. I was supposed to fight on the Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul undercard, but then when the pandemic hit, it just became a struggle to get back and forth. And that's when I said, you know what? Maybe this pandemic is a sign I need to move back home. I need to start my journey again back home. In the beginning, it was great. I'm fighting in MGM Grand in my second fight. Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner undercard. I'm headlining in Dubai on my third fight. Like how can I really complain about anything? I'm having my fourth professional fight in Vegas. Ray Jones Jr. is in attendance. Caleb Plant's in attendance. Badu Jack. So I have nothing to complain about. But then when that pandemic hit, and also me realizing I needed those faces, man. I needed the faces around me that have been around me from beginning. The team in the US realized I had talent. They realized that I could progress and become something, but they don't know you. They don't actually know you. You know what I'm saying? And I realized how important that was. And so then I had to go through a few months and a bit of time again to get out of the contracts and make sure everything is done properly and we don't have to go court and all these sort of things. And then the Sky Sports deal, the Boxer deal came on the table, and yeah, I just said, you know what? This is my new home. This is where I'm gonna make noise, and now I can fully progress with nothing holding me back.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. No,
Back.
listen, I think, like I said, a lot of people gave a little bit more credence to the fact that we didn't see you and, oh, well, it's this reason or that reason. It's not as easy as people think, right? And I've said this on my channel, like, you're not a YouTube boxer. You're a full-fledged prospect, in my opinion, and you can take this however you want it. I think you're a world champion one day. I think a lot of people's opinion is that.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
There you
I can,
go.
I can agree with you on that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's pretty plain to see that's your trajectory, and people are like, well, why don't you just fight now, or fight this guy, or fight here, or fight, so-and-so. I'm like, it's not as easy as just calling up a YouTube manager and saying, hey, let's put on 18-ounce gloves, headgear, and go in there and swing for the fences. It's not that easy, So I wanted to make sure I gave you that opportunity to talk about it. But now that that's all in the past, now that we're back home, you know what I'm saying? We have our fight lined up. Talk to me about how excited you are to finally get back in there, because I think people forget how fucking good you are, man. Tell me about it.
They don't, no one's storing memories, man. Everyone wants something fresh to keep them stimulated. That's the world we live in right now. That's why these platforms like TikTok and Snapchat, they all successful, because I ain't got to use my brain. I just look at it, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then I can scroll to the next one. No one wants in-depth, long content anymore, and people are the same with people. They're the same with people, if you fall off that few, all it takes is a month, couple months, and then a narrative can build around you and people want to change their mind. But I'm not here for those people. I do not care about those people. This is what I'm saying. When I look at your channel, for example, and I can see someone who can see what they can see and they live in the truth. They're not living in the current. They're not living in the, this is what's being said, so I'm about to just jump on that. But actually what they can see, that's what I respect. And those are the people that I fight for, and those are the people that I care about impressing.
Facts.
Yeah.
And speaking of that proof, man, I saw you on the speed bag earlier today. I saw you, getting that work in. Shout out to Viddal's TikTok. Go follow him over there. You're looking great, man. You're looking like you're just itching, ready for this fight. Talk to me about, what you're looking at February 19th going in there, and obviously not strategy or anything like that, but just what you look to do, not only February 19th, but for the rest of 2022 here.
For the rest of 2022. You know what? February 19th is the introduction. It's the introduction to allowing people to separate my socials from what I can do in the ring. Yeah, I can get hundreds of thousands of views if I choose to do that. And I also will knock you out if I choose to do that. But people can't seem to realize there's a separation. It's like, because I sit down with this bucket hat on and Biggie behind me and a plaque, it's like, he can't really throw hands. Like, of course I can throw. Like, well, that's all I've been doing. I've been boxing since I was 6 years old. A lot of people think I was born February 2018 when KSI beat Joe Weller. And I'm like, you understand? I've been boxing since I was 6 years old. I've been boxing for 18 years. 18 years. How many people at 24 years old can say they've done one thing for 18 years? Do you know what I mean? And Google, people use it the wrong way. It's not hard to find out what I've achieved as a boxer. It's as easy to find that out as it takes you to say, fight Jake Paul, man. Like, it's it's that easy. It's as easy. But people choose to put their energy into those things. You see what I mean? But February 19th is the beginning of just showing people I can do both. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm not like anyone else. I don't need to be compared to anyone else. You just need to accept that Viddal Riley is Viddal Riley. If he wants to react to Deji, he will do so. When he's fighting, he's one of the best prospects in the world. You can accept that. If I release music, you can say, all right, cool, he's got a couple bars on him. And people are going to learn to accept that. And if you don't, whatever. But I'm going to put it out there. And because why should I limit myself for other people's insecurity? A lot of people, they get upset because they can't do it. Because they don't believe they could do it or their friend could do it. Don't judge me by your standards. This is me. I can do what I want to do. And I will continue to do that. And I'll continue to shine because whatever I put my mind to, I seem to do well at it.
Thanks, man. Listen, I can't put it in better words than that. You're a renaissance man, brother. You do everything. But and I've heard the bars. You got some bars.
Thank you.
I've heard some.
No, I was thinking Wade might stop me there and say, bro, that's one thing that you might just have to stop. But no, I appreciate it.
I'm telling you,
I appreciate it.
You got some.
But no, I'm trying. I'm trying to make sure that boxers going forward don't feel these limitations, man.
Yeah.
Like, boxers feel so limited. They feel like, I can't. If I do this, then people won't take me seriously. And like, if this happens, then I'm going to be looked at like this. Like, why do you care? Why are you giving it so much fuel?
Exactly.
Just get in the ring, deliver with the results. No one else will have anything to say.
Exactly.
It's all based on results. We're in a results-based game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Same with YouTube. At the end of the day, it don't matter what you're talking about. If people go to your channel and they see 500K one day ago, what more do you want from me?
The results
Yeah, what more do you want from me? So,
but yeah, so not only are you're involved in a lot after February 19th. Are you looking to stay pretty active in 2022? Are you looking to get a couple fights in?
Yes, I want to have maybe 3 more fights this year.
Okay.
If not, we can squeeze in 4. It depends how long these guys last.
Right.
If I'm picking up some mileage, not nothing terrible, but we're going the distance with a couple of guys, or we're getting a few back and forths and whatnot, then cool, we might need more rest. But if I go in there and I'm detonating and the fights are done, I'm fresh. I'm already fit. I put myself through a whole camp anyway. So instead of losing the fitness, I might as well use it again and have another fight. So I want to be active, man. I think what's important is I don't believe people will be convinced just from February the 19th. I believe that with my whole heart. They've seen me do a one-off and then go quiet, a one-off, go quiet. I live in the real world. I don't live in my own hype. I understand what people see. I understand why people doubt me. So I'm expecting the first performance to be like, okay, yeah, but he might pull out of the next one. Like, that's what we're expecting. This is what I expect to hear. Yeah, but, you know, still, he ain't, the guy wasn't a UFC champion in 2016. So, you know what I mean? I'm expecting to hear that shit, but that's cool. We'll be back again.
Yeah.
And we'll keep ticking the boxes and I'll get where I need to go. That's what's going to happen.
So, you know, speaking of 2022 and the activity level and things you got going on, this will be announced by the time we release this. We might as well tell people we're co-commentators here for Showstar Boxing.
Yes. So, I'm gassed about that. I'm actually gassed about that.
So UK, you know what I'm saying? You can have your guys. I'm representing the US of A. I've got my Captain America comic, right? Don't mess with me, bruh.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Now this is good, man. I was gassed to hear you be a major part of the event.
Yeah.
Because if anyone deserves it, it's yourself.
I appreciate that.
I'm gassed to be a part of it from my side because as much as, you know, I was one of the starting faces of it, you know, it don't always go that way. There's always fresh faces to bring in. There's always people that can bring in more interest. I understand that. So I'm glad they stuck with the roots of, you know, the whole YouTube boxing game and I'm gassed, man. And that's another reason why I'm gassed to do it is because I'm not trying to run away from the community. I don't want people thinking, oh, I'm going to have bare fights and my YouTube's going to stop, or I'm trying to remove myself from the community. There's no reason for me to do that. Like, that is the reason why everyone knows me. That's what separates me from everybody else. I'm not going to push YouTube away. I just need people to understand, don't judge my skills based on the fact I do reaction videos. That's it.
What are you thinking, man? As far as, obviously, you and I can't give predictions. We're commentating. That's just something we can't do unless, you know, told otherwise. But
I've been doing that.
I saw it when I looked at you after I said that. You were like,
I've been doing. I was like, oh, is that part of the rules? I didn't know.
No, that's just my own thing. You know, I keep it that way. But,
okay. Fair.
Talk to me about, you know, we're at this point we are about a month out. Talk to me about what you're thinking, man. Co-main event and main event. We'll keep it there. What are your thoughts on these fights, man?
Ooh, so King Kenny versus FaZe Temper. I'm actually looking forward to.
That might be fight of the night. That might be fight of the night.
I honestly, I can't wait for that one because I've seen a transition in both guys. I've seen a transition in both guys, especially King Kenny. I know FaZe Temper has had combat experience for some years now.
A bit, yeah.
Was he used to do karate as a kid or something?
He did. He's done a bunch of stuff, man. There's obviously Brazilian background, so there's a lot of a little capoeira in there. Yes, there is some karate. Right. There is him training with sensei, so a lot.
And we know Kenny didn't do anything before. So, and the transition he's made, I'm from seeing him spar with Chunks, that footage when he was sparring with Chunks, to then the new footage where he's got abs, he's looking lean, he's countering. I honestly can't wait for that fight. Obviously, we want to see if WA.D.E can get redemption in the main event. But if I'm being totally honest, I'm most excited to see King Kenny versus FaZe Temper.
Two guys that could become pretty big names in the scene. They already have a massive backing with Beta Squad and FaZe Clan behind them. So 100%. That fight's crazy. Then we get to the main event.
Into the main event. Listen, I can't... making me a commentator... I'm gonna have to make a conscious effort to not be biased. I'm gonna have to because I don't want to be that commentator. I hate hearing those commentators. I want WA.D.E to get the victory. Yeah, I do. Alex Wasabi, he's blessed because I done a reaction to his video. He copyrighted me. And then I DM him, and he removed the copyright. He was
that's
like,
dope.
He said no. He said your reaction was fair. He said I'm gonna remove the copyright. So then even then I thought, you're actually cool as well.
No, listen,
a cool
Alex.
guy.
When I had the interview with Alex. He was such a cool guy, man. And people in my comment section were like, man, I wasn't rooting for Alex at first, but watching that interview, he comes across as a really, really nice guy.
Well, I'm gonna think he's a nice guy. He didn't affect my bag, so I have to. No, but honestly, I wish in the main event, I wish both guys the best. I know Deji. I've seen Deji's journey. I don't know much about Alex, so naturally I'm like, cool, Dej, don't embarrass yourself again. But whoever deserves to win, honestly, it's just like I'm thankful to be a part of it and just see it happen, because I know Alex is not. He's not that guy. He's not. He's not someone to dislike. So I'm just excited though, man. I'm excited. It's a great card.
I didn't ask you this off camera for a reason, but I've seen you kind of hanging out with KSI again on the holidays. There was like a mafia-style dinner, you know what I'm saying? It looked like The Godfather or some shit. What was going down there? We haven't, listen, everybody wants to know, but I got to ask, was that some boxing talk or?
No, the dinner was just because we haven't caught up in a while. He was on tour for ages. He just got back to the UK around the festive time, so we said, look, we all need to link up, man, go for a dinner. And he wants to fight. This is what he said. He wants to get back in the ring, but when you're charting number one and
what do you do,
shutting
right?
down, you're already committed to something so large that you can't just say, you know what, tour dates, everyone that bought a ticket, fuck you, man, I'm going to fight again. Like you can't do that.
Nah.
So he's got his commitments, but he has voiced he wants to get back in the ring again, and it was good to hear him say that. But he needs to do it when he's 100% focused on it. I don't want him to feel like he has to juggle the two, because it's too much of a commitment.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. You guys did. Everybody was dressed in all black. I thought it was either a funeral.
Yo,
for
it wasn't even intentional.
Or...
It wasn't even intentional.
I know, but it looked so sick. I was like, dude, hang it in a fucking museum. That picture.
Listen, the worst thing about those dinners is we be going there spending peas and leaving hungry. but we go in there to see each other. We're not going
that's
there
what it's about. Yeah,
But you just look at the bill and you're like, I'm still about to go home and eat again. Like, what the hell, man? But it's worth it to see the guys. It's
interesting because we talked about this one time, but I have to bring it up. You talked about fighting retired UFC fighters, talking about people in your comments saying, "Oh, fight Jake Paul." You have to tell me, just boy to boy, you know what I'm saying, man to man, what in the world went through your mind when you saw that interview with Jake and he said he could beat Viddal Riley?
Two things went through my mind. I thought, he's not serious, but what else is he supposed to say? That's what I thought. I thought if someone asked Jake Paul the question like that, we know how he brands himself. We know how he brands himself. So if someone poses the question to him like that, he can't seem like a coward. And I don't know if he has the off the brain,
right? Just kind of skate out of that.
Yeah, to answer it correctly. So the way to deal with it is to say, I'll do it, but then leave it as that and never speak on it again. Do you know what I mean? But then at the same time, I thought if he's serious, then cool. If he's serious, then let's just do it then. Do you know what I mean? Let's just do it. And I didn't want to. I had to make it clear. To the people. It's not a fight I wanted to do. It's hard enough. People already take me as a YouTube boxer. And my career's been traditional. There ain't no YouTubers on my record. And people still want to put me in a YouTube boxing category, let alone to go out of my way to fight a YouTuber. How am I ever going to remove that stigma?
That's true. That's 100% true.
How it's going to be, because then we know how this game works. As much as we love it because it gives us something to react to, once you beat Jake Paul, then it's like, I wonder if he could beat Tyron Woodley quicker than Jake did. I wonder what Tommy Fury thinks about this. I wonder what... It never stops. Logan, but why don't you fight the brother KSI for him? Do you think you could get rid of him? I just don't need it, man. If he would have said, Viddal, here's the contract, my team's sending it over to you in the next 3 days, then obviously...
You got to get that Bentley for Pops, bro, at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At this point... And I would say to him, I need that Bentley before I fight you.
Throw the Bentley in escrow, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, throw that in now, because I know he likes to do, if you win, then I'll buy you. And if you win, then... I said I don't want to fight you, so you have to convince me to fight you. You see what I'm saying?
So I wanted to get you out of here with this one, and this is one I want to kind of focus on for these last couple minutes. I see the Roy Jones Jr. poster in the back.
Come on.
I haven't talked to you about this, but I think that this is something that you've wanted to talk about, and that is the legacy of Viddal Riley, right? Not just in 2022, but as we move through the next, let's say, decade. Not only in boxing, what do you want to build as you head into the next part of your career and the next part of your journey, man? What do you want to leave this kind of legacy for yourself?
I just want people to not feel limited by tradition. You know, I don't want tradition to ruin people fulfilling their potential. Like, truly, if you can do something, just do it. I want, and people won't believe that until there's a success story who has shown it can be done, right? There's been great fighters of the past who have had big social followings. Before social media even existed, you know, the Michael Jordans of the world and the Shaquille O'Neals of the world, for example, Nazim Hamed, they didn't have Instagram because Instagram didn't exist, right? I've come along at a time where it does exist. It is a part of life. YouTube is a part of life. TikTok is a part of life. Snapchat, all these things are a part of life. I'm pretty sure if they were existing in the 90s, these athletes that I just mentioned, they would have been on it too. They would have been killing it too. So everyone wants to get onto me about doing it. I'm like, why would I not do it? It's here. Why are we gonna act like it's not here?
I think people have to stop looking at you, and this is not you know, maybe you disagree. I think people need to stop looking at you as just either Viddal Riley YouTuber, Viddal Riley music, Viddal Riley boxing, and look at you as a total. Say, this man is
I'm the same guy.
Yeah, this man is doing everything that not only he can do, but he's good at, and he's testing his boundaries in other aspects than the thing that he, you know, grew up doing. There's a lot of people that stick with that safe route and say, I've only done this, is all I know. Okay, I'm just going to do that. But when you test yourself, you grow as a person. I think that's what you've done.
No, and I appreciate you saying that, because there's been times in my life where I thought, if I do this is how everyone's going to look at it. If I do that, then I'm not going to be respected. No, there's no way to live, man. There's no way to live. Live how you want to live. Do what you want to do. Obviously, keep a standard to whatever you do. I don't make music and not study music. I don't make YouTube videos and not know how to record a YouTube video. I don't box and not know how to box. I don't just do shit for the sake of it. Anything that I invest in the time to actually learn, no one's going to tell me I can't do it. Because I've learned it for a reason. I'm going to show you what I've learned. There will always be better. There's always going to be equal to. But that is no reason for you to not put yourself out there and try it. Imagine you said, you know what? Viddal already does reaction videos. I didn't train KSI. I ain't making no videos. What would be the point in that? You found a lane where your word is respected. People understand what you're saying. They come to you to hear your opinion. Yeah? Because you said, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. And that is how everyone should be. That's the mentality. You can't look around and limit yourself. And a lot of boxers, as great as they are in the ring, they put this limitation on themselves. And there's been people of the past who's tried to step out and failed. And it further reinforces the boxer saying, see, we're right because he tried it and he got banged up. So it's not right. No, I'm about to cancel that. I'm going to change that. And I want the people coming up after me, it's going to be normal. My biggest goal is for the people coming up after me to be like, he done it the right way. I'm telling you, it took me, I didn't always think this way. I can't lie to you. I didn't think this way a year ago. I didn't think this way a couple years ago. But having the time out of the ring and just seeing the impact that I can have on people, I said, you know what? I know why I'm here. I've changed the game once already as a coach. Boxing hasn't been the same since JJ stepped in the ring. And you can say what you want, but it's facts. The game changed the day JJ fought Joe Weller. And I was there, a part of that. Now I'm gonna change the game again as the fighter.
Hit him with the back-to-back Drizzy Drake, Michael Jordan in
Back-to-back.
96-97.
96, 97, Lethal Weapon cover.
Talk to him.
We're gonna
All
do
right,
it
man. Well,
again.
listen, Viddal, you got a fight coming up February 19th, man. Everybody, make sure you get tickets. Make sure you watch the event. My man is gonna come in, throw heavy hands, get this guy out of there, and we're moving on through 2022. Then he's gonna see me in the UK. We're gonna be dressed to the 90s. All I ask, man, don't dress better than me. You know what I'm saying? Try not to outshine me. Like you don't have to
There's
try.
one thing you never have to worry about, and that is me outdressing anybody, bro.
I know, but
I'm
listen,
not
man, you know what I'm saying? You
that
got
guy.
the UK swag. I'm gonna be coming in with my goofy, you know what I'm saying, 3-piece suit and all that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me shine a little bit.
Listen. We know about that injury, so I don't know how suave
I
you're
know,
gonna be
bro.
looking.
This is in the style.
You gotta get one Gucci sneaker out. You only gotta get one out. You see what I'm saying? You only got one Gucci now. You gotta give me the other one. I might rock the other one for you. You know what I'm
Rocking
saying?
the boots, son.
Hey.
But yes, guys, make sure you guys watch on February 19th. Make sure you pick those tickets up for March 5th. We're going to be there in attendance. We'll see you guys there. Viddal, any last words for your fans, socials, anything else you'd like to say, bud?
Different Sports 1, the mixtape will be out February 25th. The fight, the song that I'm walking out to will be available for pre-order the day midnight, basically. The fight will happen, bang, bang, bang. The guy's down midnight. The song that you hear me walk to the ring to will be available on all streaming platforms, and then the full tape will be out the following Friday. So don't miss that. Different Sports 1, the mixtape dropping soon. Make sure you guys are also showing love to Wade every time. If there's more content you want to see between me and Wade, you make sure you let Wade know, because we're going to make it happen. Especially in the build up to March 5th. When you touch down here, bro, we're about to scare the people. 100%.